Let me show you how you can submit an incident from SAP Extended Warehouse Management running on an RF device. For the demo, I will use a regular web browser, but this looks the same on an RF device using ITS Mobile. So now I will log into an Extended Warehouse Management RF transaction that runs on an S/4HANA system. And I will choose inbound process, put away by handling unit. So let's say that now I use my barcode scanner to scan value, but I get an error message. So now I will submit a ticket to the external ticketing tool. All I need to do is to press function key that can be customized. Right now it's set up to be Shift F10. And then the first screen appears where you have some options to choose templates for the most frequently occurring issues. For example, now I will choose invalid barcode. If I do that, the subject and the description fields are populated automatically. So all I need to do is to press send. So now the SAP component creates the incident in ServiceNow, and I get a success message that it was created. So let's jump here and refresh. So this is the incident that was just created. All the fields are populated automatically: category, subcategory, business service, configuration item. The SAP user is set to caller, and so on. The assignment group can be automatically determined based on the source of the incident, so you can assign these tickets to a dedicated team if you want. And here you have the short and long description that is coming from a template. Let me scroll down and show you all the SAP details that are attached to the incident. Here you have a header with the affected user and system, and here you have all the details of the RF screen, including the logical transaction, screen numbers, program name, resource type, and so on. And of course, along with this, you get all the details of the last error message, message class, number, type, even the program code is identified which issued the error message, so you know the line number, program include, and so on. And you have all the details of the screen fields that were being displayed. So this is the program name, screen number, field name, and the value that was scanned. Alright, so let me show you another example. I will log in with a different user, and now I get an error message about a missing authorization. So once again, I just press Shift F10 to launch the program, and now I can choose another template. Of course, if you don't want to work with a template, then you can always choose the other button and fill the subject and the description manually. But now I can choose the authorization issue template. Once again, the subject and description are populated automatically, so all I need to do is to press send. After a second, you get a success message about the ticket that was created. So let's go back to ServiceNow, refresh, and here we go. Here is the second incident. Here the extra added value is this attachment, which is the output of transaction SU53, the standard SAP authorization report. You can have the output in two different formats. You can have the exact output converted to an HTML file, or alternatively, you can always choose the tabular format, which is a bit easier to read. So here you can see the date, time, transaction, authorization object, and basically here you can see that for this warehouse, this user does not have authorization for this resource type. Once again, if you scroll down here, you get all the technical details. Here you have the last error message, for example. So let me show you now the customizing of the templates. Here you can list up to 5 templates, which are standard texts. Let me open transaction SO10. So it looks like this. The pipe character is the delimiter, so the first section contains the button caption, the second one contains the subject that will be added, and the third section contains the description. And as you can see here, you can use variables that will be populated during the runtime. So let's check this one as well. So the template for authorization is using the username, system ID, and the client as variables.